Yeah, some breaking news to bring you regarding Anthony Joshua. He's been involved in a serious car crash in Nigeria. Now, Reuters news agency say he suffered minor injuries, but 2 people have died in the incident.
But Anthony A.J. Joshua has been involved in a deadly car crash, unaliving 2 passengers. So one passed away on the scene instantly, and the other, from my understanding now, has passed.
Breaking news has just hit that's left the boxing world completely shaken. Anthony Joshua got caught up in a terrible car crash in Nigeria that claimed 2 lives, and everyone's still trying to make sense of what went down. AJ survived the wreck, but the fact that 2 people didn't make it home means this goes way beyond sports headlines.
Minor injuries. There were images of Anthony Joshua enjoying his vacation in Nigeria with his friends and everything. Yeah, he has his shirt off and everything because, you know, he's in Africa. It's warm out there. He was just enjoying his time. And unfortunately, there was a car crash.
What happened is absolutely heartbreaking. Joshua's vehicle collided head-on with a stationary truck, instantly killing 2 people on impact. While AJ escaped with what doctors are calling non-fatal injuries, the harsh truth is that families lost loved ones, and that reality overshadows everything else right now.
We do not know the circumstances of the accident. However, 2 cars collided and 2 individuals were pronounced dead on the scene. Anthony Joshua has injuries, but at this point have not been reported to have been lethal.
This is when the entire boxing community went silent. Eddie Hearn understood the gravity immediately and refused to speculate, which shows you just how severe this situation became. Word coming out is that Anthony Joshua got emergency transport to medical facilities for care and observation. The second this story broke online, reactions poured in from supporters, athletes, and analysts across the platform. Initial medical reports indicate AJ avoided major trauma, but when you're dealing with a collision this violent that took 2 lives, everything shifts into a different perspective.
But again, I don't know, so I don't want to say that, but I'm hoping that some of the news we're hearing that he, it doesn't look like he has any major injuries is true, and that would be fantastic, and obviously be a very lucky boy.
Joe Rogan weighed in with his perspective and instantly sparked heated debates across social platforms. Because this is what happens when real tragedy collides with public opinion. His commentary spread like wildfire, with people dissecting every word while still trying to process the crash details. We're not discussing some minor traffic incident here. Anthony Joshua receiving emergency medical attention after an impact that resulted in 2 fatalities has shocked the boxing world into silence. While arguments erupt and feelings run high online, the priority remains AJ's healing process and the family's coping with devastating grief.
I mean,
that's bonkers. Thank God he didn't have a seatbelt on. I never say that. Thank God he didn't have a fucking seatbelt on, because if he did,
there's no way
he would be dead.
The situation became intensely personal immediately. Anthony Joshua's vehicle struck that motionless truck with crushing impact. 2 individuals died at the scene. AJ was rushed to emergency care with injuries medical staff describe as non-critical. The story spread instantly across every social network, leaving supporters in the global boxing community unable to comprehend the severity of what actually occurred.
I realized that I was working away from home. I was spending time with my friends, and my wife wasn't happy. So I had to kind of look at the decisions I was making, and I had to come back home to boxing, and I had to sacrifice, I had to take a look at my life, make necessary changes to put my love back.
Emergency responders and hospital staff have now provided complete details of the incident. Joshua's SUV smashed into a parked truck, causing 2 immediate deaths. AJ received medical transport with what officials classify as minor trauma, but crash images and videos circulating online have disturbed fans across the globe. What people are witnessing serves as a brutal reminder that split-second accidents can become fatal tragedies, especially involving someone accustomed to high-pressure environments.
Police that there was an accident at at 9:30 a.m. local time, 8:30 our time, involving two vehicles in which two people have died, and Anthony Joshua has received minor injuries and he's been taken to hospital. So eyewitnesses say Joshua was in a Lexus SUV with 3 other passengers, and he was involved in an accident in which that Lexus collided with a truck that was stationary at the time. And there are videos online of a shaken Joshua being taken out of the car. So local police have confirmed that Joshua has suffered minor injuries, but that 2 people have died in that accident.
Eddie Hearn's statement reflects the genuine human aspect that disappears amid all the news coverage. When tragedy like this strikes, nobody's considering future matches or title opportunities. Everything centers on ensuring people receive proper medical attention and emotional support. Anthony Joshua, hospitalized, while 2 people lost their lives, has made his entire team concentrate solely on immediate health care and assisting grieving families, demonstrating exactly how critical this event truly became.
You'd be there for them and the family, anything they need. You know, sometimes when someone is a star, they have a lot of things in their life taken care of for them. So you really have to move into that mode in this situation as well. Make sure obviously they're getting the best medical attention, make sure their family are safe and happy and
The confirmed facts are that Anthony Joshua's vehicle accident has devastated the entire boxing community. Several details remain unclear, including whether additional passengers were in that truck. However, current focus stays on AJ and the families experiencing this tragedy. Social platforms exploded with supporters offering prayers, revealing just how overwhelming this entire ordeal has become. Even with injuries appearing manageable, the atmosphere feels completely different. Knowing 2 people perished, Joshua's experience really forces everyone to reconsider priorities.
SUV struck the stationary truck. So I just want to give you guys the breaking news. Unfortunately, Anthony Joshua was involved in a car accident in Nigeria. Prayers to Anthony A.J. Joshua.
The complete scope of Anthony Joshua's crash is affecting everyone right now. 2 fatalities plus AJ hospitalized with significant injuries. Footage circulating online shows a visibly traumatized Joshua receiving help from his vehicle, truly emphasizing how brutal this impact was. Supporters and analysts are struggling to understand the tragedy, with all attention directed toward medical recovery and emotional healing, alongside the broader human consequences of this devastating accident.
Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, Anthony Joshua, future heavyweight Hall of Famer, has been in a severe car accident which killed 2 people. He is severely injured. He's still alive. There's footage out there of people helping Anthony Joshua out the vehicle. We don't know the details of what happened, if they was in a car accident, if they was just swerving around and lost control. We don't know, but my condolences go out to those who lost their lives. Hopefully it was just, man, a terrible accident. And also, hopefully Anthony Joshua will seek the medical attention that he needs. You know, check the everything, the head, the scan everything, x-ray, MRI, because we don't know if that could be internal bleeding as well. You know, adrenaline is pumping and you may feel like you're not okay, but you got to check everything. But hopefully he heals well, and Godspeed. And again, my condolences go out to those that lost their lives.
This reveals the human heartbreak underlying everything else. Joshua lives through it, but 2 close companions die instantly. Liam's statement truly highlights the emotional truth beyond sports journalism, demonstrating to everyone that this reaches far deeper than boxing updates. Social networks have overflowed with supporters sending thoughts and condolences, revealing global disbelief and concern for AJ plus the victims' loved ones.
Anthony Joshua injured in car accident. 2 people who I believe were with Anthony Joshua were friends of his have tragically passed away. Before I carry on reading the article, the 2 people who have tragically passed, my condolences is all I can say to their friends and families. We'll definitely offer up some prayers for them.
Tony Bellew highlights exactly how narrowly things avoided being catastrophically worse for Anthony Joshua. AJ survived with injuries, but the psychological impact of the crash has profoundly affected him, and everyone observing, the fact that he appeared shaken upon arrival truly demonstrates how violent this collision was. Belly's observations indicate the type of resilience and mental fortitude required to survive something this potentially deadly.
He could get seriously hurt. I don't believe Josh would have. I believe Josh might have some compassion in him.
Frank Warren's statement provides some direction through all the uncertainty following Anthony Joshua's crash. Despite the accident's severity, his management team is already considering a preparation bout, likely preceding a massive confrontation with Tyson Fury later this year. This shows thoughtful strategic planning, allowing Joshua necessary time for complete physical and psychological recovery while maintaining career momentum. From a promotional standpoint, scheduling a return fight becomes crucial for testing ring readiness and restoring confidence post-accident. Warren's calculated approach also reassures supporters that Joshua's team handles both rehabilitation and professional development, displaying the expertise within elite boxing. Even following tragedy, the sport continues advancing, and Joshua's path toward championship competition gets carefully structured.
We have a warm-up fight, but if this fight happens, which I believe it will, if it does happen, it will be sometime in late summer. So Tyson, that's another sort of what's at the moment, it's another 7 months away. So he'll certainly have a fight in between, I think.
Johnny Nelson analyzes the commercial aspects of top-tier boxing, revealing that despite Anthony Joshua's accident, negotiations for the Tyson Fury bout are advancing quickly, showing how boxing's business operations continue regardless of external situations. Nelson explains how rapidly deals get completed once both camps align interests, highlighting Joshua's commitment to ring return from a seasoned commentator's perspective. Nelson notes that swift contract negotiations become vital because they create timelines for conditioning, rehabilitation, and tactical preparation. While supporters focus on immediate accident consequences, behind-the-scenes contract work keeps the fight viable, maintaining audience engagement and promotional schedule. Nelson's perspective shows that championship-level fighters like Joshua must balance personal recovery with personal obligations, where every decision impacts performance and public perception and career direction.
They said we were ready to do this. Just Tyson, that was the one that was dragging his feet, signed a contract in 30 minutes or whatever. So unless I hear it from
Duke McKenzie stresses the continued anticipation surrounding a potential Joshua Fury matchup, even following AJ's vehicle accident. From a professional standpoint, the bout remains massive because both competitors represent heavyweight boxing's absolute pinnacle. McKenzie notes that while recent circumstances may have temporarily redirected focus, the names Joshua and Fury still generate worldwide attention. For Joshua, the incident adds another narrative layer about overcoming adversity and demonstrating resilience. Analysts see this as a unique challenge, balancing physical rehabilitation with mental preparation for facing one of the division's most skilled and experienced competitors. Interest intensifies because this fight transcends championships, encompassing legacy, commercial appeal, and fan loyalty. McKenzie's assessment frames the bout as a defining moment for both fighters, sustaining heavyweight boxing's premier storyline despite personal obstacles. Simon Jordan provides expert analysis of both fighters' current positions and standing. Fury's outspoken nature sometimes eclipses his achievements, but Jordan emphasizes his durability and recovery ability, traits Joshua must equal inside the ring. Regardless of his recent accident, AJ's reputation as an exemplary ambassador and accomplished heavyweight remains intact. Analysts believe this context matters because Joshua needs demonstrating both physical recovery and mental preparation to handle Fury's psychological warfare. Jordan frames the narrative as a character examination alongside a skills competition, highlighting that victory depends on preparation, strategy, and mental focus. From an expert viewpoint, this matchup combines athletic excellence with legacy building, supporter expectations, and post-accident scrutiny, creating one of heavyweight boxing's most significant recent encounters.
It's a fight that interests everybody, isn't it? Because it's still a massive fight. They are still the two biggest names in world boxing. I don't care what anybody says. Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua are still the two biggest names in world heavyweight boxing.
Carl Frock delivers a practical evaluation of Anthony Joshua's professional future after the recent accident. From an expert's view, the Fury bout represents both danger and opportunity, a chance for significant earnings while testing physical readiness following a traumatic incident. Frock suggests Joshua likely won't pursue additional world championships, acknowledging boxing's business reality, where financial factors frequently determine career decisions. His analysis reveals the delicate balance between legacy earnings and elite-level performance. For Joshua, this fight becomes a pivotal test, demonstrating his preparation, resilience, and ability to compete at boxing's highest level after personal adversity. Froch's evaluation presents the contest as combining athletic skill with strategic career planning, proving that boxing choices extend well beyond ring performance. Anthony Joshua's recent accident stunned the boxing world, but attention now shifts to his recovery and competitive return, with a comeback bout scheduled before the enormous clash with Tyson Fury approaching. AJ's determination and preparation will determine his career's next chapter. Supporters globally are monitoring closely, weighing his physical comeback against legacy importance and financial prospects. What do you think? Can Joshua overcome this challenge and reclaim his status, or will Fury hold the upper hand? Share your opinions below with your forecasts, and remember to like and subscribe for the latest developments on AJ's comeback journey.
Tyson Fury's mouth drags it back into the gutter at times, but I also think that some of his achievements have been quite remarkable, and he's come back and won fights and achieved things at times that I didn't think he could. Anthony Joshua on the whole has been a force for good. I think boxing has always been in the public's